Welcome to my persuasive college speech. Here I have my audience. So this is my outline. So I'm going to be talking about college tuition and how it needs to be lowered. So look down the years. You're a college graduate, you have $30,000+ in loans, and you're trying to have a family and work and function in the real world. When you have that much money back that you have to pay back, even if you've already started, you're going to be paying it back for a good 20, 25 years, depending on how much you put down. So this is going to be a problem for most college graduates that are our age now, because college tuition has skyrocketed in the last 30 years, and there's nothing you can do about it. And most people can't pay it out of pocket, so you have to pay it with loans and take money out. According to CNN, college tuition has gone up 500% since 1985. And in comparison, you can see it's gone up much more than medical care, gasoline, consumer pricing, shelter. It's clearly become a problem. And on average, the average loan debt for 2/3 of every college student is $26,600. So it really makes it a problem for anybody to be able to pay it back. So a quote from collegeboard.com, which is from 2015. The average published in-state tuition and fees at a public four-year college and university has increased by 21% since 2004 to 2010, and another 17% from 2010 to 2015. So overall, in 10 years, it's like 30%, 36% increase. And that's pretty drastic. I mean, looking here, if you look, the average tuition for without room and board for a college in 1971 was $10,000. Now, it's 40 years later, but it's gone up to $31,000. For a public four-year university, it was $2,000 in 1971, 1972, and now it's gone up to $10,000. When you throw in room and board, it's $42,000 for a private and $18,000 for a public four-year. It's gone up drastically. And even if a person tries to get a grant or scholarship, you only get back 30%. And another statistic I found was that even once a college graduate gets a job, sometimes it's not even in their degree because it's so hard to get one with the recession. And 36.7% have gotten one that you don't even need a college degree for. It's a high school degree. So I also found a study on, it was about between the years of 2002 and 2008. They took 100 students who went to college. So, and they cover the ones who are in like a higher upper class to lower class, and they checked to see who stayed in college and who didn't. So in 2008, there were 21 students dropped out, and the majority of them came from lower income families because they couldn't afford it. Then there are 30 out of the 100 graduated, but only 4 of them were from lower income families. Most of them were from higher income families. Then there were 14 students who got an associate's degree, but a lot of them were lower income. But even with an associate's degree, you still earn on average a lower overall amount of salary. And then the other third of them were just still in college. They hadn't finished it. So, and a lot of them were the lower income. So it's tough, but anyone who has a lower income, they really can't afford to go to college. So it makes it more difficult for them. Okay. So there have been multiple reasons for increases, but one of the big ones is government funding. When the recession started a few years back, a lot of states lost their government funding. Between 2007 and 2012, 15 states have experienced declines in higher education funding per full-time student. Nearly 30% or more, according to a report on higher education financing put out by the State Higher Education Executive Officers Association earlier this year. Since recession, 48 states have cut appropriations and only 2 have increased funding. So a lot of funding has been going, and that means that a lot more money is coming out of the pocket of families, loans, and that means it's more they have to pay back. There is a study that I found from collegeusa.com. It was saying that between 2003 and 2012, there has been a 32% funding decrease and a 17% tuition. In 2003, there was a 32% of funding came from the state and 17% was from out of the pockets of people at tuition. But it dropped. And in 2012, 25% came from tuition out of the pockets of the families and the students, and 23% only came from tuition. So you can see it's not a giant dip, but it's probably going to continue to go down over the years. There have been programs that have been brought up through Obama has come up, President Barack Obama has come up with a few. According to whitehouse.gov, the president is unveiling the Americans College Promise proposal to make 2 years of community college free for responsible students, letting students earn the first half a bachelor's degree and earn skills needed in the workforce at no cost. So it would require the community colleges to strengthen their programs, make it so that students can make it through, and the students would also have to keep their GPA up, because if they don't qualify with a 2.5 GPA and finish through school, they won't get it for free. But it saves them about $3,800 a year. So, but otherwise, other things that need to be done is parents need to be active. They need to help their kids either save money or try to find all possible grants and scholarships to help them out. You need to apply for financial aid if you can get it. There aren't that many options, but the one that President Barack Obama is coming up with is one option, and that just came up actually a couple months ago in January. College has clearly become much higher than it used to be back many years ago, and it's due to limited state funding, and when there's limited state funding, colleges need to find money to pay for programs, pay faculty, and all that. And as of now, nearly 70% of graduating seniors as of 2013 will have an average loan of $28,400. So something really needs to be done, and if it's not done, college loans are just going to keep piling up and tuition's going to keep going up. Well, I appreciate you guys listening, and any questions? Nope.
No.
Show yourself. And we have the cameraman, so that's person number 5. Oh, and thank you for listening, guys, and I hope you enjoyed it, okay?
Yeah.